Well, it's official. I'm live, and this is a bit of a surprise. A little bit of a surprise for me as well. I wasn't sure when I was going to stream today, but let me see if I can get some people all up in this grill over here. Mainly just post on the Discord and see if some people want to join in. Oh, welcome to the stream, early adopter. Let's see if people are down with this. I probably should have made a new thumbnail, shouldn't I? But you probably expected it. I said I was gonna play more KSP, and here we are. And I thought I would do it as a stream this time, so I can get insight from those of you who actually know how to play. Because I don't really know what I'm doing, but I figured it'd be kind of fun to just experiment on stream just for tonight and see what's going on, and then I'll have another video for you guys on Saturday. But welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. All 20 of you. Shockingly, there are 20 of you here already. Nice. Bugo is love, Bugo is life. I could not agree more. I made that thumbnail as a joke, but it turned out to be a pretty good joke because people seem to like it. But yeah, it's time for some Kerbal Space Program. Surprisingly, Overlord, I didn't mention this, but here you are anyways. Welcome, thanks. Hopefully you can help me out a little bit. I did do another tutorial because I was like, I can't go into the next video without knowing how to at least make something that goes up in the air. Like that's a basic thing that you have to hit, and then I needed to make sure that I could actually do that before I made another one of these. So I can do that, kind of. Oh boy. You kind of know how to KSP? Well, we have a KSP expert here, so we shall be good. We'll be fine. Does the console version get mods? No clue. You'd have to look that up or ask somebody in the chat, somebody who's more familiar with this. No, I'm good, Overlord. I'm gonna feel things out. I learn more by doing things than I do by somebody showing me how to do things. So for me to figure this game out, I literally just have to play it alone and just kind of figure it out. But I figured, okay, maybe streaming it is not alone, but it's kind of like I'm talking to myself right now unless you guys reply. So here we are talking to myself. Don't worry about it though, I'm good. I'm still alive out here. It is snowing rapidly, and I live near a busy road, so if you there's a spacecraft on the launch pad. Clear. Yeah, so I don't remember which one of these I was using before. I made myself a cool rocket and then I guess I deleted it, but don't worry about it. We'll make something here to show you that I've learned how to do at least something. It just something, but yeah, we gotta place a cockpit first. I'll just put one of these down. I know this is for a plane. Immediately you're like, oh boy, here he goes again. But I just want to show you that I can make stuff that moves upwards. That's not gonna work. If you play KSP, this is gonna be mega cringe. Oh, that's not big enough. That is perfect. There we go. So we have a coupler, and then we're gonna need some fuel first. But these days I actually know what liquid fuel is, so that's a big bonus. Liquid fuel and engines. Let's see though. This is gonna be too big. Yeah, that's too big. That's a side engine. That is perfect. And then if we add some stability, it should just work. There we go. So we should theoretically have something that flies like... Oh, I didn't clear these people. Oh, whoops. But what I was saying before is there's a lot of snow outside, and I live near a busy road, so some people like to do burnouts in the snow. And so I just heard somebody right before starting the stream in their truck just like letting it have it out there. So if you hear anything like that, then yeah, that's why. That would be why. Okay. No, we have no liftoff. Let me try again. This is kind of the problem I had previously. I suspect it's because I'm making things that are too heavy. But yeah. Overlord, help me out. What have I screwed up here? Because if I just kind of add all this stuff... Oh, thrust to weight. Yeah, okay, so it is weight that's bringing me down, isn't it? Let's get rid of this, and we'll attempt that again. Yeah, I figured it was weight. Do I have the wrong fuel? I don't think so. Oh, that's a vacuum optimized engine. Wrong engine. Okay, say goodbye to this. And we'll put something bigger and more dangerous on. The purpose of doing this, by the way, is that's gotta work, right? That's a rocket motor. No, that one doesn't even take liquid fuel. That looks like it's got a... that looks like it's got something much scarier on there. Those are boosters. This is a liquid fuel engine. Thank you for the donation. That is a tiny engine. On YouTube live. Yes, no, I'm definitely on YouTube and currently live, questioning things. I'm wondering where the flea engine is. Where the heck did that lad go? There it is. Oh, that's solid fuel though. Darn. I think like playing a game like this just shows my ineptitude. But that's kind of the point. I'm here to learn, and I'm here to slap a proper engine on here. This the one says... Why don't we give that a try? That's not gonna work, is it? It's probably the wrong type of engine. Oh well, we'll try it. It's a jet engine? Darn. Oh, it actually... It boosts up. Oh, it works. It works. Yes, okay, it works. We have created a flying pencil, and I'm sure that it is deafening you at the moment. So, okay, hold on a sec. Let me turn down the audio. A flying pencil. Let's apply that. There we go. I have created a jet hybrid, but thank goodness this thing actually has enough thrust to fly into the air. So what I was thinking was, now that we have a base that actually like semi-flies, and Valentina is not having a good day. I apologize in advance, Valentina. This thing also has no ability. Oh, it actually does have the ability to move. Now it is a wobbly pencil. I don't have any stabilizers, but it seems to be stabilizing itself. And absolutely there's no parachute, so Valentina's not coming back. I should probably have told you about that before. And yeah, we're just out of fuel, so the pencil's gonna eventually go down. While I tell you my plan here, I will yeah, this is a one-way taxi. Apologies in advance to all of its future pilots. You do not recover from this. What level is atmosphere? I guess we're getting close to it. We are wait, where's the moon? Is that's the moon, right? So we would... I mean, I'm not that far from the moon. Just kidding. But yeah, we actually have a flying pencil that has indeed breached the atmosphere, and oh, it's 70,000. So I did actually breach the atmosphere. Oh geez. Okay, so my plan is essentially as we let this thing fall down into the depths of the Earth. Actually, it's just gonna fly away now, isn't it? That it's breached the atmosphere. It's not coming back. It's not coming back, is it? So my general idea is, now that we have something that flies, why don't we try to do the same thing, but in the four corners of the mock Bugo? I haven't got the DLC for this game yet, so I don't actually have the real Bugo yet. But what I want to do is use our test car to... No, don't worry about it, Overlord. We don't need explanations here. We're just going for the pencils flying into the air, because my next idea is to use 4 of these in every corner and then rocket it into the sky with 4 of them and see if that actually does anything. So the mighty pencil will live on, and I'm definitely going to use these same components again. Also, we can just ditch our like pod piece there because I put a coupler on it. So bye-bye to our fuel source, and it's literally just a cockpit now. Yeah. Well, okay, I guess we'll just go back down and we'll try again. Try to make something more interesting. It's the detachable pencil. And I don't know, oh, our other piece is way over here. Unentitled spacecraft debris. No, it will be stuck in space now. Yeah, no, I'm not too concerned about Valentina being stuck in space, to be honest with you. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so we have the pencil, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reload up the car that I have here. Let's load that up, and then because we're making rockets, let's try and do that same sort of idea that I was just doing there again, except this time with a couple more rockets, just a few more. Ground control to Major Tom. Oh no. Don't make me feel bad, okay? Don't make me feel bad. I think this is the fuel tank that we used last time, right? Liquid fuel. So if I put on 4 of these, one in every corner, or just, yeah, we'll just put on ones like that, and grab another set, and try to line these up as best I can, because otherwise it's going to do flips. Okay, that's not too bad. And then if I take that same engine, this engine here seems to work pretty darn well, so we'll just have 4 of those, and then they all need tops. Is a pilot necessary or no? I'm just mildly concerned that a pilot may or may not be necessary. More thrusters? You think I need more? What about a, what if we actually put a pod on this one? Drone? That doesn't really make sense, does it? Command pod. We can put 2 of them. That doesn't make much sense. How about if we put 2 of these? No, that doesn't really make sense either. What about 1 big one of these? It's not going to be symmetrical though. Oh well, let's just try it like this. This is going to be a disaster. Aren't there like supports that I could put on this thing to like clip it together? If it starts to just like fly apart, then I might actually have to do that. Because there are couplings and things here, but I don't know about that. You can use probe, just some battery on the craft. Well, let's try this out first and see if this actually does anything. Structural, okay. Struts, okay, I'll keep that in mind if they just blow off here. But let's turn up the heat and gas, 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 gas. Oh yes, we're going. Okay, so it's slightly on the wonk. I cannot I can rotate it. Okay. Add some solid rockets. Oh, okay, so we should really like actually boost it properly. In its current state though, it is going straight for the ground. So I don't think I'm gonna make it this time. But I've learned a valuable lesson, and that is that I'm very good at making air-to-surface missiles. Um, oh, it just blew up. Oh, that's so sad. Well, I didn't have a pilot, so that's a good thing. We didn't kill anybody. That's the good part about this. Nobody died in the making of this craft. Yes, keep that in mind. Okay, so I was thinking of stream is lagging. Ooh, it's not lagging for me. Okay, so I need fins, and I probably need. Dang, I need more boost. Way more boost. I need a ton more boost. So we can probably get away with some of these solid fuel boosters, right? If I couple them onto the side of the car, then I might be able to do something good here. Structural beams. Girders, no, we don't need those. There's struts right here. Okay, so theoretically we can tie two things together with these. Yeah, and the whole like car is made of these as well. Oh geez, oh no. Oh no, there's so much going on here, it's really hard to choose it. Oh well, there we go. Yeah, so I think if I was thinking that I might put couplers between these and the car itself, and then by doing that it'll make it so that I can disconnect those and then shoot the car off into space freely, and then it would be fine like in itself, like freely out in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, I should probably check the center of mass is right in the middle. So center of thrust right in the middle, aerodynamics right in the middle. Yeah, okay, let's put some wings on it and then maybe test this again. These ones have, oh, these are probably really heavy. I should definitely have stuff like this. Just like, no, not like that. There we go, something like this. Okay, so we have flaps. Those are just gonna fly off though. Oh darn, I'll just pick different ones. So I don't want to go full on wings, but I don't want to, oh, these are huge. Oh yes, that's better. Okay, so we have some of those right there. I'll do that again. And then theoretically, we should be able to fly a little bit smoother now. Maybe? Let's just try it. Let's just, let's see what happens. Okay. Boost and send it. Okay, so it still needs more weight. Oh geez, all these rockets are inverted, so if you hold down the pitch at all, it it moves them both in opposite directions. Not quite what I had intended. And again, this thing is literally just a missile. I have created a missile. And yeah, you're right, the wings are uneven. Oh, but I've created a heck of a spaceship, though. Okay, this looks like it could be straight out of Star Wars, don't you think? Okay, surface-to-ground missile. Once again, I have created... This is not going too well, is it? I'm going to try to get these a little bit lower. Still a little bit lower. There we go. And I think it's the back end that's popping up, right? So we need a touch more weight on that one end. So we might be able to get away with putting just one small piece there. No idea what. Drone core? We'll just slap that on and then we'll see what happens. Okay, here we go, here we go. I'm not ignoring your suggestions, I'm just attempting some ideas that I have, and then we'll see. Oh no, that's the wrong way. That was the wrong one. I put this on the wrong side. It needs to go over here. There we go. Okay, so now it's on that side. Just a little bit of extra weight that might keep it a little bit more evenly balanced is what I'm trying to say. There we go. That's better. It's a little bit too much, but at least we're pointing towards the ocean. There's something over here, by the way. What is this? Is that part of the scenery, or is that discarded rocket parts from one of my previous experiments? That's something I would definitely like to know. Okay, I'm sidewinding myself directly into the ocean, and we have officially created, oh geez, a surface-to-water missile. Press T. That does not do anything. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these. My attempts so far have been not the best, so maybe it's time that I actually follow some suggestions. Short-range missile times 13 here. Basically, the Bugo army is very successful at shooting out missiles, but not great at making planes take off. And I think I can see why. Or at least partly why. Flip around there, buddy. So last time I was able to put it just very closely on here, but the problem is that it's not really in enough. Oh, come on now. There we go. Yeah, this side is in further than that side, so I think that's why it's imbalanced. Flip that around. There we go. Probably just changed nothing, but it's still not a Bugo. No, not technically. This is a, it's a fake Bugo. But you know, it's still pretty good. Like, it's a good car to test with. That's basically what it is. More rockets. The idea to add more rockets is good, but the thing is, we need to make sure that it actually flies straight up. That's pretty much my only goal at the moment. As long as it can fly up, then that's all I care about. If it can fly up, then we're doing something right. Okay, so we have a lot of winglets and things like that, but there's a specific type of wing that somebody was suggesting. The upper stage. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. Tail fin, wings, wing connectors, that's not quite it. Ah. Ah, no, that's way too big. That's way too big. Canard, no, we don't need that. Intake, we probably don't need that. Air brakes are probably unnecessary. No, Overlord, no. Please stop begging, that's a little bit weird. It no fly up, it fly down. Put a booster under the car. Okay, you know what? Let's reinvent this idea, because I think you're probably right that putting a booster under the car might be the best way to go. And now there is a way to grab the entire thing, but I forgot what it is. I don't think Alt F4 would work on me, but yeah, quite a few things would work. As in, hey, try this, and it ends up being a disaster. But I seem to be good at making disasters on my own, like I don't even need help with that. So, yeah. Press F, F to pay respects. F to pay respects to Valentina. She was our first victim of this stream, and she didn't even really die. It was more just an attempt. Oh, T while launch to stabilize the craft. Okay, thank you for that tip. SAS. Do I actually have SAS? Or is that something that I would need to put on to the craft to get working? Because I had this really bad idea. And I was interested to see if you guys would kill me for it. Because we could totally attach boosters to the bottom of this. And I'm not saying that that would get us very far, but it might be interesting. Actually, this is the engine I was using before. This engine combo with these seemed to work out pretty well, so I'm just gonna attempt this stuff real quick here. We'll put the engines underneath. We're gonna have some incredibly bad... Oh, it's bouncing. What the heck is bouncing? We're gonna have some very, very bad... It's under control for reaction wheels. Reaction wheels will help stabilize. Okay, I have a rough idea of what you're attempting to say. Let's see if this flies. Oh, it definitely flies. And SAS right here. Could not save me. Okay. Okay. Nobody died. Believe it or not, nobody died in the making of that. T, yeah, okay, so I figured out the T thing. But now we just need to move this back, I would think. Because it's not quite in the middle. But there's no point to click onto there, so that's making it difficult. Vasty rocket, get back on there. I'm thinking if 5 people have aneurysms during this stream that we've probably done something right here. There we go. Okay, I've just put it closer. How the heck did that happen? Oh, let's just put another one, right? I think it's left alt to duplicate, is that what it is? Nope. Didn't pass the tutorial. Okay, so we have a rocket right in the middle. That's actually a good start. A rocket right in the middle, I might be able to send this lad off. Struts probably don't need those, right? But then I gotta scroll up and find that comment again. Oh boy. Okay, we'll just have to see what happens. We'll just have to see how this goes. Control Alt Delete. Don't worry, guys. I know the Alt F4 shortcut. That's the right one. Let's boost this off. Oh, one rocket is not enough. Even at full power, one rocket isn't enough to make this thing fly. It will fly, kind of. Should we attempt to make this a space plane instead and then put boosters on it? Like, I feel like that might be a better alternative to just jet engineering it into the ground. We're definitely testing out the suspension on the roof though, which is unintentional but also kind of cool. take the vector engine instead of the Reaper? Okay, I'll give that a try. That's the Reaper, where, or Rapier? I can't read sometimes. Panther, Rhino, Ant. Skipper, Poodle, oh, Flea. There's the Flea right there. Thoroughbred. Okay, some of these have some very unfortunate names. There we go, vectors right here. Clip that on. And let's see if the vector launches us into space. I'm always starting with 100%. Oh, that's a much more powerful rocket, isn't it? Goodness. Okay, that's definitely gonna work. If we can get a couple more of these, then I think we can probably make this work. Okay, I have an idea. I have a very, very terrible idea. I don't think SAS is gonna save me from that kind of disaster though. Like, we need a relatively balanced craft before we attempt to make something that's at least moderately stable, I would say. Moderately stable. Because I've got this really bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyways. Let's just grab some boosters. Some tall ones too. Like this is a big booster, right? If we put one of these, oh no, I need to go up. How big is this? What the? It's huge. Okay, I want to put one of these on here, but it refuses to clip on. Okay. Interesting. It's way too big. This one's a little bit more manageable. I know I need couplers for this, but now I'm just power hungry. What is going to happen if I have this many rockets? And then what is going to happen if I put one of them upside down? Okay. See, when given great power, I do not take responsibility. Because we're going to space, boys. Send this rocket to space. Space. Okay, I'm going to turn that one off because we need power in space. We're moving. It works. It works. Okay, I think we need that power. We need to get up to space. We need aerodynamic pieces on this, but this is okay. That was working out really well because a lot of stuff was blowing up, but the car is flying. It's in pieces, but it's flying. Okay, that's good. That's pretty darn good. Okay, if I now that I've side railed myself, I'm gonna make it worse because I want to put cockpits on these and just see what happens. Like, that's all I'm concerned about. Okay, that's too small. Where is a bigger nose cone? Ah, too big. Ah, there we go. Okay, so if we have nose cones, then we can theoretically have, like, obviously the weight of it is one thing, but then the aerodynamic part of it is another. So we should be able to rocket this thing off with a stability control piece on. Oh, it's actually... It's flying. It's flying. The solid boosters are going to take us all the way up, boys. We're going to space. Tie with struts? No, these are solid boosters, so I shouldn't be tying them down. Yeah, I can't believe it's actually working though. Did somebody dislike the stream? That's just mean. No, I can see why. That was the one aneurysm we were looking for, this stream. Now make it symmetrical. It's dancing, okay? It doesn't need to be symmetrical. As long as it dances and spins and it'll break the one of the atmospheres, maybe not the right one. You see, I'm honestly just as shocked as you are about this, because this is about to burn up now because these are not really supposed to exit. So, yeah, it's a good thing I didn't have. Oh, there it goes. Oh, we got to 40,000 meters. I think that's the highest I've ever been in this car. It's still flying as well. It's still going. I mean, it's still doing 1,500 meters per second. Like, that's not slow. That's not slow at all. It's actually, this car is going to break the atmosphere. It has broken the atmosphere officially. I I'm thoroughly impressed because that was my goal for today. Literally all I wanted to do, I know the title says to the moon, but all I wanted to do was break the atmosphere, and I have done just that. We made it to space. The fake Bugo has made it 100,000 meters above the planet. That is beautiful. Now we just need to get it there, and then also need to control it somehow. But that's a whole other deal, isn't it? That is a whole other deal. Spaceplane? Yeah, I'm thinking spaceplane too, but so I think my idea currently is going to be, yeah, I know, Overlord. So what we can do, instead of doing what I just did where I stuck a huge booster onto it and just kind of like said YOLO, because I mean, I'm into old memes apparently, and then I sent it. Basically what I can do this time is make a proper rocket to send it to space, and then attempt to use the liquid fuel and all that stuff while we're in space, which we're currently in space. And then that way we can try and pilot ourselves to a different point on the globe. Like, I'm not going to try and break into the moon atmosphere. I'm just going to try to go around the globe. As ridiculous as that sounds, that is what I would like to attempt to do. If we can crash into the ocean, then that's cool with me. Why would you dislike every video? To be honest, I don't actually pay attention to dislikes that much. Yeah, I mean, just engagement on videos is good. But anyway. So yeah, we're almost, I'm gonna leave it, I guess, until we hit 200,000 meters. No, because I'm not gonna read them, Overlord, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna read them. Okay, so we can accelerate time. That's a good point. Ah, there you go. Time warp. Yeah, I knew that you could accelerate time, I just didn't know how to do it. Okay, apparently it will eventually come down. I'm pretty interested to see what happens. Okay. Time warp times 4. Oh, we're breaking atmosphere. That is blinding. That is, oh wow. Yeah, I mean, I didn't make this car, but I don't think it was intended to do this. But I think if we just kind of, like, the space station that we just shot this thing from is right over there. So I want to let it go further, and that's my goal. I want to see if we can make it over a little bit further on the map, and then potentially attempt a bit more of a flight. I think that'd be cool. But this is honestly surprising. In terms of how things have gone so far. You just finished watching the Super video? That video's been pretty popular. I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, let's go back to the test center. So the car actually survived re-entry despite its current issues. So I want to try something real quick. I'm going to delete that. We'll remake those things eventually, but if I make a coupling of some kind, like maybe this? Trying to fit it onto this is not particularly easy. Is it gonna fit on the back? There we go. Okay, so we can put a coupling on the back. We just have to line it up. Just like that. And then we'll put one more on the front. And then I'm going to attach those rockets with a coupling. And I'm also going to attempt to not use the liquid fuel as we fly up there. There we go. Okay, so we have couplings. Thank you for your congratulations about making it to space. Feels good. This is not even the Bugo, it's the fake Bugo. So the last one that I used was this massive thing. And it doesn't like to go anywhere, so I think what we'll do is we'll just pick the oh, not that one, this one, the slightly smaller one, because it seemed to actually clip on to things sometimes. Don't make me a liar. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is so finicky. It's probably because it's not placed well, but let me see if I can... Oh, yes. Yes, we need 4 of them. Okay, so that's good. Oh, wait, it's not even... That's not gonna unclip, is it? Okay, what about a thin one? A thin one might work out for me. There we go. On the thing, a nice thin booster. That's actually 2. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Now we just need nose cones on these things. And then we'll give this attempt a... oh, there's 2 of them. This is not going to work immediately just because there are 2 of these things hiding here. There we go. That's just 1. And this. And, oh, darn. And this. Okay, so we have rockets that are attached. 69 viewers. Oh, that changed pretty quickly. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, because I don't think this is going to be enough, is we should probably attempt to... couplers are right here. And put more on the sides because... yeah, I think we're gonna need them. I think it's just necessary. Right, like that, and then 2 more, or more of those. Help keep the rocket steady. Okay, that's an interesting idea. I'm thinking that we'll just we'll work with what we have for now, and then we'll go on and try another couple of ideas afterwards. There we go. You just became a supporter, appreciate it. I don't know if they're actually watching the stream. Oh, clip on there, you. That is unfortunate. They're upside down. Oh, that's the best I've gotten so far. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh. Oh, actually, thank you for the donation as well. If I could put these on straight, then we might actually have a rocket here. There we go. Anyone know there's a Discord for this, man? There is a Discord, and it's linked. Oh, you are watching. Nice. Thank you for the support. I'm thinking, yeah, my Discord is pretty easy to find. You should be able to see it in one of my video descriptions somewhere. Or on my channel somewhere, if that's what you're looking for. Structural... Wait. Couplings. No, that's not it. Engines. You know what? Let's just send it. Let's send it. Let's see what happens. You and other automation YouTuber actually should collab. It's not that easy. We have done some small things before. like partnering with Shiny Odd for that one video was an interesting one. Okay, let's launch the boosters. Oh, they're launching. Okay, this is the most stable creation I have ever made. It's probably because this is on. Okay, rockets, stop bending. I think I'm gonna have to tie all these rockets together, otherwise they're gonna bend like this. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's so bad. But I just want to test. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the boost, and then launch those, and then launch this. There they go. Oh my goodness, this is a heck of a show now. Okay, so if we can tie those rockets together, twin turbos. Yeah, I've talked to him before, and I've done a collab with him before as well on SnowRunner, on his channel though. Yeah, so struts, tying those things together, I think we can actually make something that'll fly up into space just a little bit better. That was real close. Real close. Okay, struts and yeah, that might work. It might make something interesting. Struts are in structural. There we go. I always miss them, but they're right here. They're pretty easy to see. What the heck? Oh, I understand what it's attempting to do here. But I have no idea why it's going off on that ridiculous angle. That is just highly unfortunate. Here. I think I've screwed it up now. I'll just have to place them and then undo them. There we go. I'm just gonna place one at a time because that was not really working. That wasn't really working either. But if I can tie them together... Oh, that's what mirror mode does? Yeah, that's not quite what I was after, to be honest with you. I'll just place them all manually and then that'll be fine. Because then once these are all tied together, then they can be shot off together as well. And that's going to be quite good for our rocket, I think. Okay, so that part is all tied together. We'll just tie the bottom real quick. This has a little like 2% chance of working, but that's fine. As long as it's close. I got a 98% failure rate. That's kind of what I'm after. We live for that 2%. Okay. So it is now officially tied together in a harmonious fashion. We love you to death in space. Uh-oh. There's no escaping this. Rotate the Bugo 90 degrees. You see, that would be too easy, okay? That's too easy. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Launching. Oh, wait. You know what I just realized? I can't activate this engine until these ones are gone. So we literally have to burn this stuff up first entirely, which is going to take some time. Oh, it's trying. It's failing. That's unfortunate. This is not quite as good as I had hoped. It is, it's attempting to straighten itself, and it has almost succeeded, but it just doesn't seem to have enough. Yeah, so if you want the green thing, you can hit the join button and then you'll get that. It's good to see there's so many of you like green supporters here. It's quite neat. I don't usually see that when I'm streaming. But anyway, we're about to die. Failure. Control fins, that's probably a good idea. Something that I can use to steer, probably a good idea. How do you become a supporter? Join button. Join bouton. Fins on these don't make much sense, do they? Do they have fins on the boosters? Like, that doesn't make that much sense to me. Potentially putting them on the, like this piece here would make sense. And I wouldn't mind doing that. I can put quite a few of them on. Just like that. Oh, the one, some of them are significantly lower than the other ones. That's genius. Okay, so we have actual fins now. Not saying that that's going to do anything, but they do make a lot of sense on the boosters. Am I just crazy? They do sometimes have fins on boosters. Okay, good. Thank you for the tips. And now I just have to pick what fins I want on there. Let's just do basic fins. And I guess we can attempt. These are really, really small. But hey, if they work, they work. And this is really gonna get ugly fast, I can tell you that. Oh boy. Okay, attempt 13. Basic fins don't move, they don't need to, because we're going for some of that sick aerodynamics with the EX specifically. And I forgot to inactivate SAS that time. Oh, it's keeping her straight. It's doing it. Oh, yes. Okay, so with the addition of fins, it is able to keep it at least moderately flat. It's struggling right now, I can tell you that, but it is kind of doing it. You're right about the fins, everybody. Thank you for that tip. But the only way I can save this now is to ditch the rockets. But as you can see, we're kind of just zoning in on our enemy territory here. Just like paint a base here for the enemy, and then I'm just gonna ditch those. Let's go. Rockets up and fly away, please. I don't think it's possible to save this. You need stability in early mid parts. Yeah, they can't gimbal. Yeah, they don't turn like this thing does, so. You don't need fins later. Reaction wheel. Where is this reaction wheel? What's up? Well, it's space, and we're attempting to get there. Inline stabilizer, reaction wheel module. Actually, a reaction... Alright, let's attempt to put a reaction wheel module on this. It's huge. It's massive. But... I think... Oh yeah, that's actually... That is quite central. So if we put that reaction wheel on there, then potentially it can... that is a huge one as well, so it might be able to fly. You don't need fins when you're out of the atmosphere? Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't think this is going to break the atmosphere. I don't suspect that it will. We were able to do it with some massive rockets, but bigger the better with reaction wheels. Okay, you're probably right, because currently it is dead straight. Is it BQing okay? Oh jeez. That is flawless. How the heck is this working? Do you have enough electric charge for that reaction wheel to operate? then put the whole assembly on a big rocket. Yeah, you're probably right about that. By the way, I just ditched those because we're coming up for another crash landing there, and I... Yeah. Come on, fly, fly. Tried so hard, came so far. In the end, he just got a copyright claim. How do you make power? That's a legitimate question that I have. Because if this wheel requires, if it requires electricity, then I don't have any electricity as far as I know. Like this ship is essentially just a car with solar panels and RTGs. A remote guidance system too. There's a lot of stuff in this that I have not even looked at yet. Fuel cell. Oh, panels. Rechargeable battery bank. Ooh. Okay, now this is where things get interesting. Okay, so the vector engine generates electrical charge when it runs. That's cool. I think what I might do is I'm going to move this all the way down into here so that we're decoupling, but we're also starting the potential we're also starting the potential to do things. And I'm just going to randomly clip this on, so now we have a battery in there too. It's probably a little bit big, but that's okay, because I just want to see if this works. Yeah, I just want to see if this actually flies. I'm basically stacking everything I need inside of the car, which is not going to go that well, to be honest with you, but it doesn't need to. Okay, so now I have the option to use the liquid fuel booster when I want to. Like if I feel like I need more power, then I can turn that up and it can potentially wiggle its way over and try to keep this thing steady. It's really wiggling in there. It's like a bell instead of a... Oh, never mind, it's out of fuel. Man, I was doing better when I had 2 rockets randomly strapped on there. I was doing a lot better. I really like how it just goes up and then it just arcs directly downwards, like, bye. It just wants to blow up. You should turn on the RCS too. How do you turn that on? Is it just R? Oh. Oh, it actually flies. We'll just ditch those rockets and fall back to Earth in style. SAS. RCS. Okay, let me try that again with RCS, now that that will possibly help me. This is going shockingly well. Yeah, no, I know that the Bugo being in there is ruining things, but I'm honestly just having a lot of fun with it, and I think that's kind of... Oh, it actually requires something? Man. Okay, so this is it flies straight at the beginning, but as soon as you get to the midpoint, it kind of just falls over, as it is currently doing. So what I think I need to do is somehow come up with a way to keep it straight. Or we could just try and make a normal rocket and not try and launch a car into space. That being said, this is currently flying 3 million times better than it has before, and I spoke way too soon. Way too soon. Oh, it's flipping around. You know what? That was pretty good. I was one of the better flights with this, actually. Kerbin's privacy policy was sketchy, so you didn't buy it? Interesting. I mean, it is owned by 2K. Place the Bugo inside a fairing at the top of a rocket. That way the arrow from the Bugo doesn't screw up your flight. Probably for the best. Yeah, no, I agree that I should probably put something there. I call this a BSPR. Okay, so we don't need those. It seems like, well, all of our basic fins are burning up in the atmosphere, which is kind of hilarious, to be honest. See, I think that this thing needs it needs some help. That's not obvious at all, but basically what people are suggesting is put something in front of it so that it actually blocks it. Like a nose cone or something of that sort. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do is quickly save this, and then I'm going to make something new because I want to test out some ideas. So if we were to try and make like a legit spacecraft, and then put the Bugo kind of around it. So if we just take this aerodynamic nose cone, we slap that on there, then we need a fuel container. That's not here, that's here. That's too small. Okay, that's a good size. That's a good size again. I'm just using the same thing twice. That's really tiny. That's really tiny. Okay, I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll take that off and then I'll put a coupler first. And then if we have a coupler, we can disconnect it. There we go. There we go. MK3 fuel tanks? Is there a difference? MK2, MK3. Okay, they do actually look a little bit nicer, so I'll go with that. Okay, that's good. This is turning out better. It's turning out quite a bit better, actually. So we have that, and then we grab an engine of some kind. Skipper, that's probably, that's too small. These are solid boosters. That's too small. Mammoth. You know, the Mammoth is an interesting one. That's way too tiny. There we go. Okay, so we actually have like a spacecraft thing now. If I put wings on it and stuff, then I'll try to... basically what I'm trying to do right now is make something that flies so that I can use it to, I don't know, figure out how to play the game for one, and then two, make it so that I can use it to fly the Bugo to space when the time comes. Because we have been attempting that for the past while, but it hasn't exactly been working. Okay, so we're going to need to see the center of thrust, center of lift. That's real jank. Put that down a little bit. Okay, that's better. This is, yeah, I probably should use something as an example, but I like making things. It's more fun. And then what we can do, we don't really need any of this stuff, do we? If we put a coupler on the bottom of it, let me just zoom in real quick. We put a coupler on the bottom, then we can attach a booster to it, or more than one booster, and potentially just send this thing to space. Center mass. There you go. Center of mass is now down at the bottom. What the heck there, buddy? Attach to the things, please. I have a feeling that this isn't going to work, but I'm interested to try it. And then what we can do is, if this is successful, we'll swap this for the Bugo and we'll build like a little piece to go around it. That's what I'm thinking. But I just need a nose cone on there, and I think we should be... Oh, that's way too small. Did I learn nothing? Apparently, yes. There we go. Okay, so we have a booster, we have a nose cone, we have things that potentially could make a flying vehicle. And, oh, it's falling. Oh, geez. I should have put some stands on it. No. Jebediah, Bill and Bob, your life is in danger. Let me try again. Oh, I just realized I had those mirrored. Jeez, that's bad. That's not great. There we go. That's not on center. There we go. Okay. Okay, now we need those large things that hold it up. Yeah. Things are going interestingly here, as you can very likely tell. Mobility enhancers. I don't think we need any of that, do we? I'm just gonna we'll just launch it and pray. That's all I'm after. Clamps. Oh, it just no, it's leaving me. Oh my goodness. I tried. I'm coming for it. Okay, I'm gonna chase this thing down. Oh my goodness, it just left. Oh my goodness, it honestly just ran away. Oh man, that's really funny. So the staging pieces are instructional. Stability enhancer, launch stability enhancer. Ah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I knew they were somewhere. Oh my goodness. That went so well. Okay. So we have launch stability now, but that's not going to guarantee anything because it's probably not staged correctly, and I probably should have fixed it, as you are now pointing out, but I've already loaded up the game, so I'm going to try it out anyways. Okay, I need to reroute all of that stuff. Oh my goodness, this is going great. Okay, so the one decoupler is there, that makes sense. This one, these ones, that doesn't make sense. They just need to go down here. This thing can go off when that goes off. There we go. I think that's better. Let's see if I can make a regular spaceship fly. Although it is one that I created, I want to see if I can make this one work. Oh, darn. I think I need to... It's so sad. Okay, I think I need to launch those at the same time as I do the actual rocket. Actually, let me make these into... Wait a minute. We need a new one, and then I need to put these in here. And this one as well. There we go. You know, it takes time to make masterpieces. It takes quite a while. It's been an hour. Okay, so we got boost, and then we lift off, and oh, they all just died. No, okay, they're still alive, thank goodness. Okay, so the one rocket model is not working. I think I need more rockets. It does backflips, which is not quite what I was after originally when I created this. So let's just make another one. If I put this up here, like all the way up here, and then I just put another one of those boosters on this side, that's gonna solve at least some of this issue. At least some of. There we go. That's way too high, but as long as it goes and detaches at the right time, that's all that matters. That's not the right time. There we go. Okay, so we have stabilize. Oh. You need the mixed fuel tank? Is it not the right fuel tank? Do I have the wrong booster on here? I could put a different one. That's not quite big enough, I would imagine. Okay, I think we'll just put one of these on there. Or if I can put more than one on one thing, I will. Yeah, that's not ideal. There we go. Okay, that's gonna work. The gyroscope? Oh, jeez. Okay, you know what? Words, let's attempt this. Let's try it. It's definitely gonna work. Your fuel tank is wrong, not the engine. Oh, man. Oh, that thing's wobbling around, too. That's amazing. These Kerbals are gonna have a bad day. Go! Fly! Oh, okay, not the rocket. Everything else apparently was flying. Yeah, wait. Okay, so if I have the wrong fuel tanks, these are not the wrong fuel tanks for this, but this apparently is the wrong fuel tank in general, which is ideal for screwing up my plans. There we go. Oh, I only have fuel. That's why. Good thing to point out. The saddest KSP. It can be worse, trust me. It could be worse. Because now I'm about to lift this thing up higher and make it longer in order to put more rocket things on there that have oxidizer. Overlord, you lied to me. You told me to use this one, and apparently it only has liquid fuel in it. Okay, I need one that literally just has oxidizer in it, because that's what we're missing, right? Oxidizer. We'll just end up putting this on there. This is going to fly whether it likes it or not. Okay, we're putting 6 of these on here if I can help it. Oh, come on. Okay, so we got some. I need more, though. I need more. Okay, if that doesn't work, I would be... it's not going to work at all. It really isn't. But that's okay. So that one's going to go off. Then that rocket's going to go off. Then what the heck is this? That doesn't make any sense at all. I'll put this up in here with the other categories. This one can go in here. So it's going to be that. No, wait, what? One down. We want the rockets to go off, essentially. So they kind of warm up a little bit. And then, okay, so this is the engines down here, but we don't want those to go off until this goes off. Same thing here. And then that's the final decoupler. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be it's a big lad now. So I think eventually it will fly, but it's gonna take a lot of rockets to get it there. Yes, it is a tall lad. Okay, boost, and it's not enough. It's not enough. It wasn't enough power. It wasn't enough power. Ah, darn. Okay, I'm gonna remove the wings. I'm gonna remove this section. And then I'm just gonna take, wait, I'll put that section back on actually. I'm gonna attempt to do this better by removing that, removing this and deleting it, and then putting this on in its place. And then that should hopefully work just a touch better than it was before. We don't need that top wing, that's probably just dead weight anyways. Wilhelm scream. And I'm gonna definitely need some F's in the chat for this one. That thing, wait. These are not in the right position. These things need to be down here. Oh wait, no they don't, they need to be back up here. My basic plan with the staging is that I want these rockets to fire to start up, and then I'll detach all of these. And then I will detach all of these at the same time that these engines start up, and then finally we'll detach this when the time is right. That's basically what it is. So if I launch this, and ditch the wings, I think I should probably ditch everything here. I'm soon gonna ditch life, or all these Kerbals are. Sorry about this, Jebediah. I know that you mean a lot to some people. And fly, please. That's not enough. It's too heavy for that. Dang. Okay. We need to work on making it lighter. Wings, delete. Bye. Giant rocket piece that's not really doing quite what I had hoped. I'm gonna lower this down as much as I can. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. We'll lower this piece down. There we go. And then I'll take take this piece now that it's all combination. Take these, move them off, get that, delete it, attach that to that, and there you go. We finally have something that maybe could fly if we're lucky. I don't think we're that lucky though, to be honest. There we go. Okay, this is definitely better than it was. This is much, much better. I think eventually what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna have to do is play more of the tutorials. Can we do automation? No, we're not doing automation today. Just one strut, really? Yeah, I kind of feel your one strut. Did they die? That booster, wait, no, that's the wrong order. That's why. Oh wait, no. Booster, booster. And then these go here. There we go. And then those, and then those, and then that. Okay. Canadian. You see, the thing is that I'm not a an aerospace engineer. I'm also messing around, if you didn't notice. I'm not trying to be serious at all. I am in civil engineering, which is completely different. And I'm just trying to have some fun. Okay, so, oh, it's flying. It works. It works. It's so heavy that it's like a, oh wow. I really don't know what to say about this one now. This is the most successful flight that this thing has had. This is I really need to put 2 supports on there instead of 1 because at the moment it's really inefficient. Now that is shocking. That is shockingly good. See, when I went to school for engineering, I went to school to design roads. That's what I design when I'm That's what I designed in school. I don't design at work. I ended up going a different route. I still do engineering work, but not not design. Anyway, so the boosters are working, and that means that my spacecraft here with 3 large fuel tanks is actually flying, and they're just really really happy boosters. That's what it is. SAS is working for us. They are done, and finally we can get into our vast supplies of liquid fuel, because this pencil round 2 from the beginning of the stream, if you were here, is gonna work. It's bloody loud though. That is as fast as it'll go. That is literally it. But yeah, I went to school to design roads and sewer systems, so to be jumping into planes is totally different. But it's also just for fun, right? Like, I'm not gonna play a game where I design roads and sewer systems unless it's City Skylines. That's the only one where that I'm actually interested in. Oh, that is again very very loud, but you can see that we are just flying directly outwards. I don't know how to set a oh, that was a bad idea. Well, now we're gonna hopefully start moving in the around the globe instead of just down. Okay, sweet, we're out of fuel. Cutthroat business game, SimCity 4. Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens now, because our trajectory is just like, it's just way out in the middle of nowhere. It's like, this is where you're going. Kerbin escape. Well, the pencil is it's here. It has flown past the base. The thing is that in order to make this work better, it's not more engines that I need, because this was enough engines. This took me to where I want to be. It's fuel economy. We need to put a Prius in here, okay? The Bugo is not going to work. And yes, I think this does count as my first orbital rocket. This is the first time I have ever creased 300,000 meters up. Oh geez, really? Did I... Oh, so I've left the gravity, darn. Okay guys, see, I don't want to speak too soon, but I don't think that our fine friends down here are actually going to live any longer. If I was to leave this going and we start to speed up the time a little bit, you can see that we are slowly drifting towards the sun at a very accelerated pace. We passed the moon, that's where I want to go, and we're headed towards the sun. That is not really what I was after, but... Oh, where'd the planet go? Oh no, we're lost, boys. We're lost. Man, are there electric engines in this game? Because that's kind of what we need. Look at these guys. They're all enjoying the sun. They're happy. We're flying at 10,000. Oh, there we go. 100,000 times speed, apparently. Flying through days like it's nothing. I'm kind of hoping we crash into the sun, to be honest with you. Okay, so we are currently... Well, we're right here. I didn't give it a name. And we are orbiting the sun from a very wide, very, very wide angle. Well, there's the whole system moving there. I think I might be done for today. I think that might be it. That was a resounding success there. Um, oh, they do. Yeah. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. Okay. So I mean, obviously, if I'm attempting to point in the right direction of where I want to go, then that's a whole different thing entirely. But for now, I was literally just trying to escape the atmosphere, and then also escape the orbit of the planet. And we have been shockingly successful at that. Um, but at this point, these guys are never coming back from space. They're literally stuck orbiting the sun forever now until they eventually. Uh, well, I'm assuming at one point they would end up crashing into the sun. So rest in peace. It has been over a year, and they are still just orbiting the sun. Okay, okay. I would like to apologize in advance, Jebediah, Bill, Bob, and all 65 of you watching for what has happened today. Uh, but I'm just going to revert to flight. That was pretty decent. I was pretty awesome. But thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for your help. I definitely learned a lot about this game in the last hour and 26 minutes. But it was a lot of fun to try and mess around a little bit, have some fun in Kerbal Space Program, make something really janky actually fly through the atmosphere. And don't worry, because next time I'll make something majorly worse. And just as a tribute to this, we'll call it this Bugo, Bugo 2. That's what that thing is now called. It shall be saved as the Bugo 2, and it will be kept forever in the Hall of Fame as my first spaceship to leave the orbit of Kerbin. But yeah, let's pack it in for today. I've got another video coming up for you guys on Saturday. I think you're gonna like it. It's a bit of a follow-up to something I made before. One of my most popular videos, and I'm hoping that people like it. Doesn't have to be the same type of popularity, but I think it was that way for a reason, so it's gonna be good. Don't make it worse. I'm sorry, but it is going to be worse. It's going to be worse. That was a lot of fun. Anyway, thanks guys. See you again next time.